Hey there, I finally got the chance to do this video. I'm so excited. I mean, it's been crazy, like really crazy. Like, I've been so busy, and I've just been trying to get the chance to do this video, and I finally had the chance to do this video. So hey there, my name is Sophie. If you are new here and you don't know who the hell I am, I'm just going to start by saying I'm a book reviewer, and I try my possible best to give out honest, cross my heart reviews. Today is not going to be any different, because today we're going to delve into a video that I should have dropped like a week ago. The books that I read in the month of April. Okay, so hang in there while I try to show you and give you tidbits and bits about the books that I read in the month of April. See ya! Alright, welcome back. And before I get into the amount of books that I read, I'm going to tell you it's not as much as you expected, because when I told my friends I have to go back and then get a video done for my YouTube channel and stuff, they asked me what the book was going to be about. I said it was going to be like an April wrap up for the amount of books that I read, and they were like hailing me and stuff. And I assume that when you tapped this video, you'll be like, oh, she's back again and she's going to tell us how much books she must have read. I'm sure it's a lot. It's not a lot. I had the most terrible reading slump in the month of April. I mean, I have never had that kind of reading slump in a very long time. Like, I could not put anything in my head. It was so terrible. I was angry at myself, like, for a while, because even when I went to Netflix to read to watch some movies and stuff, I came back, I still could not read anything, because most times movies help, just get out, watch a movie and come back. It might just help your reading slump if it's not that much, It didn't help me, so I was angry, So I must have said this a lot, because usually I give myself like 10 books or more, that's like the amount of book, that's like the safety amount of book that I should have read in a month, but this month I only managed to read 5 books this month, and I was so pained. It was so painful. Well, I think it's safe to say that I enjoyed most of the books I read last month. Sorry, I keep saying this month. That's what happens when you do a video late. This video should have been posted by now, but like, look at me now. I read 5 books in the month of April, and I am happy to share. There's some I'm not happy to share, but I'm happy to share that I read some books in the month of April. So the first book I read in the month of April was A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett. I don't start so. Scarlett Sinclair, there's a review on that on my channel, so do well to go back and watch that when you're free, obviously. This book was wonderful, to say the least. Yes, it was wonderful. The depiction of the underworld was beautiful. The characters were, relatable, and they seemed real. The events real. You could imagine them, you could understand what the author was trying to pass out, and yeah, there's much. I said much about it in that video, so I don't say too much about it now. I don't want to be repeating words and stuff. So the second book I read in the month of April was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Okay, before I read this book, I was on Instagram. Like, every day I log into Instagram, I see a review of this book up, and I try my best not to go through the reviews, some of them, and then I go through some of them, and they hype the book so much. It's like, oh, The Hating Game. And then there was this bookstore that said if you loved the love hypothesis, you might love this book, the whole thing. And I went ahead, downloaded this book because I read more of ebooks than, you know, hardcovers. I downloaded this book and I got into it, and the hype is not worth it. Yes, it's not at all. And this is not like, I'm not trying to beef the author or something. It's just not worth it. I just spent my time. I was angry for the most of it. Like, I was it's not worth the hype, you know. It's not worth the hype at all. I'm not even going to start talking about how they did the whole you can hate someone so much and love them at the same time. Like, piss off. That's not how it works. I don't even want to see all this from enemies to lovers trope again. Like, there are people that do it really, really well, but this particular book, I did not even know when the guy started liking the girl. I didn't even understand. Like, I wasn't there for the journey. It just happened, poof, and then she started liking him all of a sudden. And in my head, I was like, I thought you hated this nigga. Like, what's going on? It's not worth the hype. I'm just going to say that, first of all. So the third book I read in the month of April was The Ghost Bride by Yangzee Choo. Yeah, it's a Chinese name and a Chinese book. It was based on a Chinese mythology. Yeah, I think they were trying to explain a lot of things about their culture and stuff. You know, I learned a lot about Chinese culture, Chinese mythology, what some things mean in their culture. I'm going to try my best not to spoil it for you, okay? But it's a very good book. The only problem I had with this book was the fact that it was slow paced at the beginning. It didn't pick up pace as fast as I wanted it to. I don't like slow paced books. Please, I'm not come here to come sleep. I'm not here to sleep. Please go ahead, get on with it. Thank you. And then the fourth book I read in the month of April was Youre Perfect by Colleen Hoover. I had to. Colleen Hoover books are my go-to books anytime I'm having a reading slump. That's the only way I can get out of reading slump. It took me so long to know and understand that that's the only way I can get out of reading slump. And now that I know, I'm not going to ever make the mistake of staying for long in a reading slump. Youre Perfect by Colleen Hoover was perfect. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. I ugly cried so many times. I mean, so many times. It's always a roller coaster of emotions with Colleen Hoover. I don't know how she does it, but she does it so well, and I don't even know how to question it. This book was a 5-star novel for me. A 5-star novel. No questioning, no arguments, no nothing. If you don't believe me, go and read it yourself. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I love it. So the fifth book I read in the month of April was I'll Never Tell by Casey Kelleher. I've done it again. I'm not the one that be them, or like, it's not me that be one. I will make a mistake because I don't know how to pronounce it. Probably in the nearest future I could get her, the author, to pronounce her name for me. I don't know. But for now, I Will Never Tell was a thriller novel. You didn't think I would go through the month of April and read A Touch of Darkness, that is a fantasy novel, read The Hating Game romance novel, Ghost Bride fantasy novel, Youre Perfect romance novel, and then not read like a thriller novel. Come on. I mean, why would I do that? Who does that? I Will Never Tell was a thriller novel, and from the reviews I saw, they said it's a never put down novel, a page turner. So many things they used to, describe this. The first time I picked up this novel, I dropped it 3 pages in. It wasn't just doing it for me, but I loved it along the line. I gave this novel a 3.5 star. 3.5 because the ending was rusty, very, very rusty. I mean, it would be a snap of the finger and then everything just falls apart. It was like the author was treading on heels or fingers, I don't know, but like it was really, really rusty. I love the twist in it. I love that they didn't make a fool out of me with the twist. There are certain authors that make a fool out of you with their twists, and it's not fair. It's not fair at all. It's not fair. But the twist was nice, and it was nice because I kept guessing something else, and then it ended up not being what I had guessed, and I loved that. It was slow paced as well, and the ending was rusty, and that's the reason why I gave it a 3.5. But nonetheless, it was beautiful. So that's all the books I read in the month of April. Safe to say I blended all the genres that I really like in novels, and I hope you like them. Peace out.